Yes, welcome to NT Trends. My name, of course, is Sean Bankali. So tonight we'll begin in Uganda, take a quick trip to Zimbabwe and end things back in Nigeria. Let's go. Now, President Yoweri Museveni has come under the fire of many Ugandans on the Bird app after he blamed past leaders and colonialists for Uganda's poverty, saying that they poisoned the minds of hardworking farmers. Mr. Museveni, who has been in power for 36 years, made this remark while addressing some region leaders in Otuke District on Saturday, reiterating how colonialists made the people grow the crops that they wanted. But his statement, of course, has sparked mixed reactions from the online community. We'll start with this one from Joseph. Is he not the one that has been misusing the public resources, interfering with the inflation, and then at the same time demanding an abuse on the rule of law? If you cannot change, do not expect it from someone else. Talking to the president of 36 years. And then Jonah says, this is a problem of sensationalism, and I am wondering if any of the people commenting on this post negatively really took the time to read the whole story. In the story, the president talks about colonialists who introduced crops that were beneficial to them, but not to Africa. But even though. And then this one says, I think we should all see the bigger picture here. Why is the report emerging now? Why? Just after it was announced that Uganda has $12.5 billion worth of gold deposit. It did not emerge last year. Look at it, connect the dots. Plus, with the rise in food prices, there will be riots just like the Arab Spring. We hope not. Well, moving now to Zimbabwe. Pius Jamba is topping trends after the police arrested him for allegedly killing Citizens Coalition for Change (CCC) activist More Blessing Ali, whose mutilated body was retrieved from a disused well in Nyatsime, Beatrice, a few days ago. Now, investigations had shown that the deceased was last seen with her estranged boyfriend, Pius Jamba, with whom she reportedly had an altercation before she disappeared. That's a fact. Now, there are questions as to whether Pius was just taking the bait for this murder or if the activist's death has any political link. Some people are connecting it to the political party, the ruling political party in Uganda. We're letting some comments from Twitter. Colin says, who sent Pius Jamba to murder More Blessing Ali? Big question. And for what reason? Who was with Jamba when they forced More Blessing into the car? If More Blessing was not killed for political reasons, then she was killed for what? These are questions waiting to be answered in Zimbabwe. And then Dr. Viv says, this guy is the one who will take the fall. He would not have managed to conduct such a gruesome murder on his own. Unfortunately, ZANU uses people and discards them like trash. Lessons for those gullible ones out there. ZANU is a ruling party in Zimbabwe, just so you know. And then Simba says there's nothing to celebrate at all for many reasons. Number one, Pius Jamba was not even arrested. He simply handed himself in at around 5 a.m. and the police staged up an arrest at 8 a.m. Yeah, there are reports about how he handed himself over. And then number two, Jamba's brother, Simba Chisango, has not been arrested despite the revelations he made in his May 30 interview. So many twists to this, we won't pack it as there more of it. Now, Nigerians on Twitter are ready to see if the prophetic statements made by a pastor in a now viral video will indeed come to pass. So the pastor had declared that a strike embarked on by the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU, since February 2022 will be called off on the 17th of June, today. He did not specify 2022 as the year, but he did not specify 2022 as the year of the expected manifestation of the prophecy, but he particularly and specifically said that the ASUU strike would be called off on June 17, and the comments have been pouring in over again on social media. Some of them include this one from Emeka Goshen. He says, enough is enough. It don't reach the time where they will be arresting all these pastors with fake prophecies. Well, we don't know if it's fake. It didn't say 2022. It might be real. Mr. Nightfox says, who still takes these people seriously though? They are part of our problems. We have terrible governments dishing out fake prophecies like Amala. Is the Amala for me? Amala. And then this one gives us a full exposition. It says this is not prophecy but mere prediction. Prophecies are divine inspiration, but predictions on the other hand are conclusions arrived at from the look of things. It may or may not come to pass. Even if it comes to pass, it doesn't make it a prophecy. These are two completely different things. Go to the Old Testament and look at the words and the works of the prophets. Preach, bro. Well, it's been a week of back-to-back gist and latest trends. Thank you for joining us and have a great weekend.